So personal injury is exactly what that says, and that is if somebody suffers any type of an injury whatsoever, and it could be physical in most cases, and sometimes, unfortunately, it's a mental issue that happens from a trauma. And that could be from a motor vehicle accident, that could be from a nursing home, that could be from someone falling on someone else's property, or to virtually a medical malpractice case where a doctor has botched something up. So anytime there is any kind of injury to the person, we are your people.
I mean, I know that we see a lot of motor vehicle, whether it's just, two vehicles, head-on collision, a stop sign that was blown, and now we have a T-bone situation, to the multiple car pileups. We have a lot of those.
I'm not so sure that we've seen too much of an uptake in any particular type of injuries. Certainly there's more people around, the population increases, there's more vehicles and more opportunity for negligent actions to occur. I think that as the population ages, we see an uptick in nursing home types of situations where our loved ones are placed into homes and unfortunately suffer injuries of some varying degrees. From that, mostly almost all kinds of personal injuries, I think, are pretty well steady from that. A lot of new regulations are passed which allow for better care, and sometimes those are violated, and that will give rise to claims as well. So virtually any kind of personal injuries is what we handle. Negligence is nothing more than simply carelessness. It's when a preventable accident occurs because someone else failed to do something that a reasonable person might have done. It can be as simple as mopping a floor and not putting up a warning sign, or it can be range from running a red light while you're texting and driving, or driving drunk. So when there is an injury that's caused, again, by something that could have been prevented, had the person acted reasonably, then that would be negligence. In order to prove that, sometimes we rely upon the laws. If there's a statute that says you shouldn't run a red light and someone does, that's easy. Other times, it's just a standard that most people would expect to be treated by. When you walk into a store, you would hope that the floors would be dry. You would hope that there be a mat out there. You would hope that your doctor was up on the latest literature and would not prescribe a medication that would be contraindicated for your particular symptoms and cause you more harm. You don't want a nurse in a nursing home to give you the wrong dosage of medicine, give you too much insulin or something along those lines. So in those types of cases, the negligence is just ideally proved by putting it up against a standard, sometimes involving an expert. Other times you might not need an expert to just simply know that you shouldn't run a red light.
I think the first thing that people need to understand, that if you've been harmed, you have an absolute right to be compensated and have some redress for that. And, following the Cochran legacy, understanding that this whole firm was built on being able to provide that assistance for the people. So kind of helping them understand that we're not here to quote unquote gouge you up or anything like that. We're actually here to help you. And then the benefit of being in personal injury, we're contingency based. So they don't have to worry about that price factor, that price tag, or the sticker shock when they're dealing with us. But most importantly, again, because we're here to provide a service and help them to be whole again, I guess is the best way to say it. You're looking at people who really are going to be concerned with you. They're going to make sure that you're going to the doctor. They're going to make sure that you have a voice. Many people, especially again, going back to motor vehicles, you're going up against an insurance company. You're the little man. You're the little man in that courtroom. So why not have someone as awesome as David Sternberg standing next to you and helping you to have a voice and making sure that you're heard. That's it.
I would add to that. I think that we allow for those who may be less fortunate than the fortunate to have access to a lawyer and even the playing field. The contingent fee is something that allows us to do all of our work with the same vigor that we would do for anyone else, and the injured party who has enough to worry about in getting healthy doesn't have to worry about paying any legal fee at all until a recovery is made. And it's only out of the recovery that we as lawyers get paid. So it opens the courtroom to those people who need it the most, and sometimes are afraid they can't afford it because of maybe financial circumstances. So it's a wonderful vehicle, again, to even the playing field and allow us to pursue cases on behalf of those, again, less fortunate.